house. Now she's left to try and salvage old photographs and memories.
When you got home and you saw what was left,
everywhere you looked, it was something ruined, nothing in place, everything turned upside down, and you don't even know where really to begin.
Folks living in the western Wisconsin town of Gays Mills, flooded twice in a year now, told reporter Susan Simon they know all about starting over.
The Kickapoo River burst its banks and is now flooding down Main Street, flooding more than 150 homes and businesses. Some here say this could be the death of this community, as residents try to decide whether they have the stamina to build again or to leave for good.
The misery left after nearly a foot of rain fell. It's also being felt all across the Farm Belt. Sixth-generation Indiana farmer Bill Lentz showed us what's left of this year's corn crop. Not much.
On an average year, as you see, the corn should be about this tall right now. And you can see what's left of it, a stalk, and see this has been broke off.
He says he's lost 90% of the corn planted on this 300 acres. And when you magnify that times all the other corn now underwater across the Midwest and a planting season that was already way behind, it is no surprise corn prices surged to record highs today.
And given that rising corn prices and with so many fields still looking like this, in a few weeks we could all be paying the price for the flooding in the Midwest with higher costs at the grocery store. Katie?
And Cynthia, I know where you are in Indiana, the waters are in fact receding a bit, but they're worried about what's to come in some other states.
Yeah, they certainly are, specifically north and eastern Iowa and southeastern Wisconsin, where rivers have yet to crest. And as unbelievable and as unforgiving as it sounds, you mentioned it, there is more rain on the horizon. So folks there will be watching, waiting, and worrying for a few more days yet, Katie.
Okay, Cynthia Bowers. Cynthia, thank you so much. Meanwhile, here in the east, a brutal heat wave is expected to break tomorrow. But today, heat advisories were up from the Carolinas to New England. Temperatures reached the high 90s in much of the region. In Virginia, the mercury hit 100 and kept on going. People were doing everything they could to keep cool on this dog day of spring, eating Italian ice and walking under umbrellas if they had to be out in the sun. A very different picture, though, in the Northwest. As much as a foot of snow in Washington's Cascade Mountains. State officials say it's the first time in 30 years they've had to use snow plows in June. Overseas tonight, an air disaster in Africa. A Sudan Airways jetliner burst into flames after landing in a thunderstorm in Khartoum. More than 200 people were on that plane, but in what can only be called a miracle, it appears nearly half may have survived. Mark Phillips now with the latest.
For much of this evening, one fact was as clear as the flames engulfing the airliner on the tarmac of Khartoum Airport, that the death toll was likely to be high. Emergency escape chutes could be seen through the flames, and a Sudanese Airways spokesman is being quoted locally saying more than 90 passengers escaped from the wreckage, many suffering from burns. Estimates of the death toll now range from several dozen to well over 100. The flight originated in Amman, Jordan, and stopped in Damascus, Syria, before heading for Khartoum. Most of the passengers were Africans, the airline says, with a few non-Sudanese nationals. Violent storms had moved through the Khartoum area today, but it's unclear if weather was a factor as the plane landed. Sudan Airways says the aircraft was a modern Airbus A310. It should have been able to cope with the conditions. One local official says an engine caught fire just after landing. Another version says the plane veered off the runway. Relatives of those on board have gathered at the airport, waiting for news of who survived this crash and who didn't. Mark Phillips, CBS News, London.
Back in this country, more supermarkets and restaurants pulled 3 varieties of red tomatoes from shelves and menus. Tomatoes are linked to an outbreak of salmonella in 17 states. It's made at least 167 people sick and put 23 people in the hospital. Officials are still trying to find the source of the bacteria. Today, they ruled out Florida, but not before the industry there took a big hit. Here's Kelly Kobiea.
At East Coast growers and packers near Tampa, Florida, there's a whole lot of tomato picking going on, but not much else.
Normally, we probably have about 120 to 150 people employed in the packing house.
Where are they today?
That's a good question. You know, they're waiting to get cold to come back to work.
Florida's tomato packing plants are quiet, shipping trucks empty, and warehouses stocked with fruit that won't sell. 90% of the nation's fresh tomatoes come from Florida fields this time of year, a $1 billion industry on the verge of collapse because of yet another food scare.
How much do you think you've lost so far?
It's in the millions. I mean, it's in the millions for us alone.
Yet ground zero for the latest salmonella outbreak seems to be in the Southwest. More than half of those who've become ill are in New Mexico and Texas. Raul Rivera's family was celebrating good news about his fight against cancer at a party in Houston. The salsa made him sick.
I thought he'd be over in a few days, or I would have taken him to the hospital immediately, but he kept getting worse.
Doctors say that cancer killed the 67-year-old, but salmonella poisoning was a contributing factor in his death. Today, more grocery stores and restaurants pulled tomatoes from their shelves and menus. Several major chains are now on that list. At farmers markets, local growers are trying hard to convince shoppers their produce is safe. But many consumers are still afraid to buy.
I'll ask for salads, and I suspect it'll be without tomatoes.
And that's really part of the problem. Even though the FDA has said today that Florida tomatoes are safe, growers are concerned that it'll take a while before Americans are comfortable to put any tomato back on the table again. Katie?
And Kelly, I know the timing of this scare could not be worse for Florida tomato growers. Are they worried that they may not survive this?
They are worried, and some may not survive it, Katie. They've already been dealing with high fuel and fertilizer prices, now this. And they're also frustrated that the FDA didn't move sooner to pinpoint this outbreak and to clear them.
All right, Kelly Covier. Kelly, thanks so much. We like to think the food we eat, the food we serve our families is safe, of course, but recently there's been one food scare after another. What's going on? Here's Nancy Cordes.
Each summer, it seems, a new garden vegetable becomes the source of widespread illness. In 2005, it was lettuce tainted with E. coli. In 2006, it was spinach tainted with E. coli. And then green onions. Now it's salmonella in tomatoes, the 13th case of its kind since 1990.
Did anything change after these big outbreaks?
Well, unfortunately, no.
J.D. Hansen with the Center for Food Safety says the FDA has shrunk to a shadow of its former self, conducting 50,000 produce inspections in 1972 and just 10,000 a year today.
Basically, there's been an attitude that this is not the role of government to make sure our food is safe.
Just this week, as it struggled to pinpoint the source of the salmonella outbreak, the FDA announced a major new request for funding. $275 million, which would allow the agency to hire 490 new staffers.
The number of outbreaks has essentially been flat. They haven't increased and they haven't decreased. So have we had an impact on the number of outbreaks? Not yet.
That's left consumers with complicated shopping decisions.
It scares me, you know, unless I'll check things now, make sure where they come from.
But trying to avoid products from certain parts of the world may not always do the trick, because a lot of the outbreaks, Katie, stem from produce grown right here at home.
And Nancy, as you mentioned, critics say the FDA needs more money so they can conduct proper inspections. What's the chance they'll get it?
Well, there's a good chance, because if there's one thing that Democrats and Republicans agree on Capitol Hill, it's that the FDA is broken. The question is, will that money be enough? The FDA's own advisory committee says that it needs $100 million more than it's asking for just to make a down payment on improving food safety.
All right, Nancy Cordes in Washington. Nancy, thank you. For more on the signs of salmonella and treatments, you can go to our partner in health coverage, webmd.com, and simply search food poisoning. Moving on now to presidential politics. The candidates sparred today over the economy and taxes. Here's tonight's CBS News Campaign 08 Notebook. John McCain promised to simplify the tax code and make it more fair, and he claimed Barack Obama's tax policy wouldn't be good for anyone.
Under Senator Obama's tax plan, Americans of every background would see their taxes rise. Seniors, parents, small business owners.
But in Missouri, Senator Obama insisted most Americans would be better off under his plan.
My tax plan will cut taxes for 90 5% of workers, because we need to put money back into the pockets of struggling middle-class families.
Meanwhile, Senate Republicans today blocked Democrats from slapping a tax on the windfall profits of oil companies. The Republicans said it would have done nothing to lower the price of gas, which tonight is a nationwide average $4.04 a gallon. The Energy Department predicted today gas prices will top out in August when they'll average $4.15 a gallon. There is much more CBS News ahead, including a remarkable Iraq War veteran still serving his country by jumping out of airplanes. But up next, a high-tech solution for keeping kids in school.
Action Discover test flight 2-1.
New Scrubbing Bubbles Action Scrubber. It eats through soap scum with half the effort of Clorox and a sponge. Twice the clean, half the effort. New Action Scrubber. S.C. Johnson, a family company.
If you've had a heart attack caused by a completely blocked artery, another heart attack could be lurking, waiting to strike. A heart attack caused by a clot, one that could be fatal. But Plavix helps save lives. Plavix, taken with other heart medicines, goes beyond what other heart medicines do alone to provide greater protection against heart attack or stroke and even death by helping to keep blood platelets from sticking together and forming clots. Ask your doctor about Plavix, protection that helps save lives.
If you have a stomach ulcer or other condition that causes bleeding, you should not use Plavix. When taking Plavix alone or with some other medicines, including aspirin, the risk of bleeding may increase. So tell me before planning surgery. And always talk to me before taking aspirin or other medicines with Plavix, especially if you've had a stroke. If you develop fever, unexplained weakness, or confusion, tell me promptly, as these may be signs of a rare but potentially life-threatening condition called TTP, which has been reported rarely, sometimes in less than 2 weeks after starting therapy. Other rare but serious side effects may occur.
If you take Plavix with other heart medicines, continuing to do so will help increase your protection against a future heart attack or stroke beyond your other heart medicines alone. You may be feeling better, but your risk never goes away. Help stay protected. Stay with Plavix.
He couldn't act his age, so he had a lot of pain relievers. One for cutting loose on stiff knees. Another for killing his back. To keep romance alive.
Honey.
But now he's all Advil. Who needs different pain relievers for different pains? Advil is the every pain reliever. Nothing works better or on more pains. Whatever bad idea comes next, he's got Advil. It's the every pain reliever.
Introducing new Fix-It & Comfort with the soothing essence of natural chamomile. Helps prevent denture irritation while maintaining long, strong hold. Try new Fix-It & Comfort.
Why use a basic cleanser that stops there? Olay Skin Loving Cleansers do more. Hydrate and cleanse. Clarify and cleanse. Even anti-aging cleansers. Why just cleanse? Do more for your skin with Olay Cleansers.
It's graduation season, but this year more than 1 million American high school seniors won't be getting a diploma. In fact, nearly 3 out of 10 will fail to graduate. That's nationwide. It's even worse in some cities like Dallas, where nearly half won't graduate. The first step in changing that is getting kids to show up for class. Hari Srinivasan now on what Dallas schools are doing about that in our series, Eye on Education.
It's 7 a.m. Joshua Cervantes is getting ready for school. He makes his bed, grabs his ID, and this, his GPS tracking device. At school, he clicks his GPS.
Come on, let's go.
It sends a signal to a satellite and tells his truancy counselor that Joshua is on time.
Every 10 minutes, it gives me a point on that individual.
Joshua is part of a pilot program at Bryan Adams High School in Dallas to try and stop truancy. Last year, out of 185 school days, he had 160 unexcused absences.
So your parents dropped you off at school and then you left?
Yeah.
Where?
Anywhere. I would go to a friend's house.
But for 6 weeks, a court ordered him to carry a tracking device and made sure he was home by a 9 p.m. curfew. Joshua didn't miss a single day of school.
When they're in truancy, they're going down. We're losing them.
Yeah.
The longer they're gone. And all of a sudden, they get this device, and it puts a stop right there.
Administrators say the monitoring devices are doing more than just tracking. They're giving kids a way to overcome the peer pressure to skip school.
Because it's making me do what I want to, because I want to do this.
We're accountable for them, whether they show up or not. We're accountable for the graduation rate, the attendance. If they're not here, we can't teach them, and then we're accountable for
Truants often turn into dropouts, and both cost schools money. The Dallas School District loses $10 million a year on attendance revenue alone. But dropouts cost society even more. 3 in 10 federal prisoners, 4 in 10 state prisoners, and almost half those on death row are high school dropouts.
So I just decided I don't want that. I just wanted to change and get what I want.
What he wants is to graduate and work in the medical field, thanks to a small tracking device that got him back on track. Hari Srinivasan, CBS News, Dallas.
And right now, we want to show you some remarkable pictures of a water spout off the Florida coast. It was spotted today in the Atlantic, and it certainly looked ominous as it churned up the ocean waters. Water spouts can easily overturn boats, but this one never got close to land. Coming up next.
This is Jim McKay in the cool of the evening down here in Augusta saying thanks for being with us and so long.
Remembering one of the giants of television.
Oh, no! I just parked here a second ago! Give me a break, will you? No.
Dr. Scholl's massaging gel insoles with 2 different gels for softness and support are outrageously comfortable.
On second thought, I think I'll walk.
Are you gelling? Dr. Scholl's.
Action Scupper test flight 2-1.
New Scrubbing Bubbles Action Scrubber. It eats through soaps come with half the effort of Clorox and a sponge. Twice the clean, half the effort. New Action Scrubber. S.E. Johnson, a family company.
At 6:30 in the morning, I have a cigarette. And then another on my way to work. At 10 on the dot, like clockwork, I have to go out for a smoke. And then I grab another after lunch. For me, smoking is more than just a habit. It's an addiction to nicotine. You know, quitting isn't easy. And when willpower isn't enough, it's time to talk to your doctor.
If you want to quit smoking, there's something you can do. Go to mytimetoquit.com or call 1-866-590-9500 to get the information you need to make the most out of your conversation with your doctor. You can also sign up to receive tips on quitting and find out more about a prescription treatment option.
It's 11:35, and it's my time to quit. Hi, Katie. Come on in.
Make it your time. Go to mytimetoquit.com or call 1-866-590-9500 now.
My name is Jane, and I've got osteoporosis, but I'm an on-the-go woman. I've been active all my life. That's why I'm excited about Reclast, the osteoporosis treatment my doctor gives me once a year. My doctor says 1 IV of Reclast can help protect me while I'm on the go for 12 months. How? Well, Reclast helps to re-strengthen my bones to help make them resistant to fracture. And with Reclast, well, no other osteoporosis treatment is approved to help protect in more places. Hip, spine, even other bones.
You should not take Reclast if you're on Zometa, have low blood calcium, kidney problems, or you're pregnant, plan to become pregnant, or nursing. Take calcium and vitamin D daily. Tell your doctor if you develop severe muscle, bone, or joint pain, or if you have dental problems, as rarely jaw problems have been reported. The most common side effects include flu-like symptoms, fever, muscle or joint pain, and headache.
Do what I did. Ask your doctor about Reclast. Year-long protection for on-the-go women.
We want to take a moment now to remember a man familiar to most of you. For decades, Jim McKay came into our living rooms and brought us some of the greatest moments in sports. When he died last weekend, the loss was felt especially hard here at CBS. He was the father of our friend and colleague Sean McManus, the president of CBS News and Sports. In Baltimore today, family and friends paid tribute to Jim McKay, and Armin Katayan was there.
From cab drivers to captains of industry, they gathered to say goodbye to a gentle giant of journalism.
His legacy is something that transcends the world of sports television.
A pioneering TV broadcaster lauded as the poet laureate of sport.
I believe that mush is the word I was groping for.
He was the best storyteller the business has ever seen and may ever see.
In a majestic mass inside a soaring Baltimore cathedral, famous faces, friends, and family mourned the loss.
He always said I was his best pal.
And celebrated the life of Jim McKay, praising his humor and humanity.
He carried a dignity with him, style, and a manner.
Before circling back to a singular gift for words.
We were living under the reflected glory of Jim McKay's words.
Jim McKay, born James Kenneth McManus, died on Saturday at 86. His legendary 5-decade career highlighted by his work as the globe-trotting host of ABC's Wide World of Sports and 12 Olympic Games. His finest moment, 16 straight hours anchoring ABC's coverage of the terrorist attack at the 72 Summer Games in Munich that took the lives of 11 members of the Israeli Olympic team.
They're all gone.
For all of McKay's achievements, including 13 Emmys, his most cherished were his beloved wife Margaret, daughter Mary, and son Sean, president of CBS News and Sports.
Of all the places that he went, and all the things that he did in his life, and all he accomplished, there's one thing he liked more than anything else, and that was coming home.
Back home for one final farewell, leaving behind a hole in the heart of journalism that will never be filled. Armin Katayan, CBS News, Baltimore.
Do you own an oil company? Well, if you have mutual funds or a pension or other investments, chances are you do. Learn more. Visit energytomorrow.org.
They come to Applebee's on family night and game night and girls' night out. Especially now, because for a limited time only, we're bringing back Applebee's 3-course classic starting at $9.99. Choose 3 full courses, entree, appetizer, and dessert. 3-course classic starting at just $9.99. Not Tuesdays or Fridays, but every day at Applebee's. It's a whole new neighborhood.
Well, that's it. I just took my osteoporosis medicine, and now I'm set for the whole month because I take Boniva. Just 1 pill a month builds strong, healthy bones to help prevent fractures. And it's working for me. My test results prove my bones have gotten stronger. Studies show after 1 year on Boniva, 9 out of 10 women had better bone density. Unlike treatments you have to take every week, you only need Boniva once a month. So it makes my bones stronger on my schedule.
Don't take Boniva if you have low blood calcium, severe kidney disease, or can't sit or stand for at least 1 hour. Follow dosing instructions carefully. Stop taking Boniva and tell your doctor if you have difficult or painful swallowing, chest pain, or severe or continuing heartburn, as these may be signs of serious upper digestive problems. If severe bone, joint, and or muscle pain develops, tell your doctor.
I've got this one body and this one life. So I'm glad this one pill is making my bones strong.
To find out if Boniva is right for you, ask your doctor and learn more at Boniva.com.
How do the professionals fight bugs? They put down a barrier that stops them dead. Now you can too. Presenting Ortho Home Defense Max. Now one easy application inside and out controls bugs for up to 12 full months. Ortho forms a barrier, killing the bugs you have, stopping new ones from coming in. For up to 12-month control in your home, guaranteed. Ortho Home Defense Max. Kill bugs like a pro.
Where do Americans get 2/3 of the oil and natural gas we rely on? North America. Surprised? Learn more. Visit energytomorrow.org.
And finally tonight, the story of a remarkable man who's serving his country long after most people would have given up. Mark Strassman now on a soldier with a special kind of courage.
Captain. Dan Metzdorf never stops moving, and sky's the limit. Nothing gets him down, except gravity. I'm about to go out. Metzdorf sky jumps for the U.S. Army, a member of its elite Golden Knights. How he literally landed on this team at all
Good job, man. That was awesome.
is a remarkable soldier story.
I thought it was a joke at first. I was like, who is this guy? Does he know I got one leg?
One leg. 4 years ago, Metzdorf lost his other one. He was on a foot patrol in Iraq when a roadside bomb ripped through him.
Did you hear the explosion? Yes.
Did you see it?
Yes. Loudest, brightest, hottest thing ever in the world.
His amputated leg needed 28 surgeries.
It's all carbon fiber, so it's run by a vacuum system. And, yeah, no one's home.
He spent hours in the gym rebuilding strength and in this wind tunnel learning balance. The Golden Knights had no idea how far he could take it. Their jumps are spectacular and acrobatic, but on true grit, he made the Knights reserve team.
This is not a fake leg. This is not a leg that the Army bought me. This is my leg. And this is the leg that I have to do today with. So I just keep going from there.
As a Golden Knight, Metzdorf wants to do tandem jumps, like the one the team convinced me to try.
You'll lose that nervousness, that fear.
That nervousness climbed all the way to 13,500 feet. From there, it's a quick leap from terrifying to exhilarating. Freefall comes 130 miles an hour, an unbelievable adrenaline rush. It's a 2-minute thrill ride, whether you have 4 limbs or only 3.
You landed on your legs, I landed on mine.
And what a landing. Refusing to give up or give in.
This is my dream. This is my job. This is my career. This is what I want to do for America.
Mark Strassman, CBS News, Fort Bragg, North Carolina.
Good for him. That is the CBS Evening News for tonight. I'm Katie Couric. Thanks for watching. I'll see you back here tomorrow. Good night.